Move on, because I want to talk about one of the most evocative words in motoring, Bonneville. Team it with Triumph, it's a legendary motorcycle. Team it with Salt Flats, it's a shrine to the pursuit of speed. Team it with Hue, and it's neither of those things. But it is tonight's star in a reasonably priced car. Ladies and gentlemen, from Downton Abbey, his favourite TV show, Hugh Bonneville! He's here. He's here. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Richard Hammond is beside himself with excitement. Downton, he's obsessed. But I want to begin, if I may, talking about your early life, your early cars. Despite your, well, legendary name, it doesn't seem like you come from a family of speed freaks.
No, the Bonneville Salt Flats don't feature high in my pedigree. We're a family of Volvos when I was growing up, starting with I think it was a 121, which was a sort of roundy shape.
Yeah.
Number plate NUV665E. For some reason I can remember that number plate, but I can't remember my own now.
Do you know, that's a weird thing? I was only talking to James May about this the other day. We can remember the number plates of our father's cars.
Yeah.
JWY370J and DW510H on the Cortina 1600E.
FYR 495J on the Volvo 124.
So you can remember all your dad's Volvos?
Yeah, it's tragic, really, isn't
So
it?
you went through they were 1 Series Volvos, so very early ones.
They were early, and the weird thing about the first one, the NUV665E, was that my dad regretted selling it, and then he was at a zebra crossing near where we lived in Blackheath, and suddenly spotted it about 5 years later, and flagged down the driver and said, if ever you want to sell it, it was the biggest mistake in my life was selling it. And a few months later, the bloke got in touch, and it was in the family for the next 10 years.
While we're on the subject of family, why did you try to bury your sister when she was still perfectly healthy?
I can't believe you've asked me that question. That's quite embarrassing. Well, she'd been quite annoying. I was about 8. And she was 16, I think. And I went and complained to Mum, as you know, and she was sort of, I don't know, cooking supper, and said, yes, that must be really annoying for you. I said, I'm gonna kill her, but first of all, I'm gonna dig her a grave. And she said, yes, dear, dinner will be in, half an hour. So I went out the back and I got the shovel and I started digging this. I measured it out, 6 foot long and, that wide. I started digging. I got about 3 inches, probably. And the weird thing was that Magpie were filming in our street, and they were doing a programme about rag and bone men picking up junk from, and so my mum had run out to say, oh yeah, we got an old tin bath or something if you want it, and so they said, can we